What's up, Everhart Team Lionesses? You guys, I am super duper excited to come at you real quickly with just a few words of encouragement, as I know you guys are enjoying your lovely brunch that Andrew and Samantha put on for you folks. And I just wanted to come in here and, like I said, just kind of give you just a couple of words that, kind of can move you. Because, my goal, Andrew's goal, all the partners here, our goal is not to motivate you. And sometimes it's not even to inspire you. Our goal with NASB, especially being partners, our goal is to move you from where you are currently right now to where you want to go. And let me tell you something, you can see my shirt right here, because girl, you were made for more, period. So folks, I just want to come at you just real quickly. So number one is this. I need you guys to remember that place that you were at where, remember when you wanted it more? Remember, all of you, that feeling that when you got started, you got your insurance license, you got hired on with North American Senior Benefits, and you had this childlike faith and you were so excited. Remember, you were starving. You were fed up with your job, whether it was from corporate America, whether you were working for a W-2, maybe you were self-employed, but wherever you were, there was a pain point that brought you to North American Senior Benefits, and we hired you. Right? And so what that means is that all the standards of North American Senior Benefits, we knew that you had the potential to not only represent us, but guess what? That you could actually represent your lineage, your ancestry, but also your legacy, right? So I want you to remember when you wanted it more. Because some of you right now, maybe you're complacent. Maybe you're comfortable. Maybe you're just not happy with where you are. Or maybe you really are. Maybe you look back at your 2022 and you're saying to yourself, this was awesome. And maybe you made strong six figures, or maybe you didn't. But wherever you are right now, I want to encourage you and I want to help move you to wherever you are to the next level, to raise the bar. And next word is here. Can you be excited about discipline? Can you be excited about discipline? Because discipline is the huge game changer. You hear it all the time that it says that it's not about your skill set, it's about your willpower. And willpower has everything to do with your discipline. So what are you doing in your daily routine right now? How are you disciplining your controllables, right? We can't control the uncontrollables, but what are you doing right now with the things that you can control? And you ready for this? You have the ability to wake up early. What are you doing at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning to get your mind right, to shape your mind about visualizing what my day is gonna look like? And have you already had a plan for the day before and you're executing that game plan? Next, the only thing that allows for true progress to occur is obviously the discipline. Let me repeat that. The only thing that allows for true progress to occur is discipline. Desire your capabilities to increase. I've said this a lot about just being able to broaden your shoulders. Why? Because we want to increase our capacity. That when we increase our capacity, that means we're able to what? Tolerate more. We're able to expand our global value. And that's what you want. You want to be able to take on the weight. And some of you right now, you're saying, Ashley, I don't want to take on the weight, right? Because maybe you lost an agent, or maybe you're a brand new agent or a seasoned agent, and you're saying, Ashley, the weight of my shoulders, the weight of the world is on my shoulders, and you don't understand. I do understand. I know what it's like to be poor. I know what it's like to sell your engagement ring for rent money. I know what it's like to feel desperate and starving and hungry. I know what that's like. So trust me when I say this, that your capabilities, you want them to increase. You don't want to stay the same. You constantly want to keep growing up, right? Next up is this. You want to have that whenever you do something that is inconsistent with your values, your principles, your affirmations, disappointment will set in. And just as a lady, okay, I want to kind of sit on this one real quickly, because whenever you're inconsistent with your priorities, your affirmations, and your principles, what you believe in, if that is inconsistent with your work ethic, you're going in the wrong direction. And I cannot stress this enough, that when that happens, this is when disappointment sets in. This is when depression sets in. This is when your self-respect takes a hit. This is when your ego takes a hit. And you feel less than. You don't feel like you're doing enough. And the reason being is you might be doing enough, but you're doing the wrong things. And so in other words, sometimes that means saying no to the things that don't matter, that aren't lining up with your priorities and your goals and your dreams, and actually saying yes to the things that are going to get you back on track or keep you on track. Make sense? And so next is this: your pain isn't your prison. Your pain right now isn't your prison. And maybe you're that person that has mom guilt. Maybe you're the person that has wife guilt. Maybe you're the person that says, you know what, I should have been where I wanted to be, but I'm not there yet, and I've been here for a couple of years. I'm sitting at Sales Manager 3, or I'm sitting at AG1, right? Your pain is not your prison. You need to understand, kind of like what Jordan Smith says, you need to flip your focus because your pain is your passport. And I remember when I was going through the worst struggles of, oh my goodness, it was just crazy, where I was like, oh my gosh, I've missed a promotion after promotion after promotion in 2018. And I remember after I missed that RVP2 promotion, which was a 6-figure income earner, by the way, guess what? I remember asking God in that moment, I said, God, give me the struggles. Give me whatever it is that you have for me, because I'm sick and tired of sitting in the waiting room. Whatever it is that you need me to learn, whatever lesson it is, I need you to give it to me right now. And boy, did he do just that. And I experienced, oh my gosh, like an unbelievable amount of weight on my shoulders, but I asked for it. And I knew that God's never gonna put something on your plate that he believes that you can't handle, right? So I knew that if he's gonna put it on my plate, maybe it was loss of an agent, maybe it was loss of a sales manager, whatever it might be, I realized that if God's gonna put that on my plate, he believes that I've got the capacity to be able to overcome this. And so do you. I want you to understand that. And lastly is this, okay? Is that it's not a season that you're in. You know how some people say, hey, look, you know, you're just in a season right now. You're in a season of growth. You're in a season of rebuilding. No. You don't have to be in any season unless you want to. You see, if you keep telling your brain that you're in a season, understand this, is that it takes one decision to change everything. You're one decision away from this being your best week ever, from this being your best month ever, from this being your best year ever. If you'll just make a decision, but you ready for this? It's not making a commitment, it's staying committed to that decision every single day with your daily routine. Can you discipline that daily routine, right? Can you understand that just because you might have gotten off track a little bit, hey, let's get back on track. One of the best things I love teaching agents is the number one question that you can ask Andrew and Samantha and your direct coaches is this: how should I respond to this? Beverly, hey, you know what? If you have an agent in your building, the best thing that they could ever say to you is, how should I respond in this moment? How should I respond? And whatever you say, do it. Whatever Andrew says, whatever Samantha says, do it. Whatever Josh Sherrill says, do it. Whatever Max Graham says, do it. Right? Why? Because they've already been there, they've done that, they've already overcome the obstacle, and you ready for this? And they're teaching you the wisdom of how to do the exact same thing. So why wouldn't you just trust them? And the crazy thing is, can we discipline our brain muscle to understanding that? Your brain is a muscle, so work it out versus it working you out. Because if you're waiting for your brain to actually work you out, you're gonna fall into a depression. You're gonna fall into, you know what? My life sucks. You need to take control of your life. And I'll end on this. What doesn't challenge you won't change you. I'll repeat that. What doesn't challenge you won't change you. You need to look at challenges, lessons, tests. You need to look at those things very differently, because it's trying to expand your capacity, which expands your impact, which expands your value as an agent and as a leader. And Stephanie, Beverly, all of you folks listening to this right now, I want to let you know I believe in you. Andrew believes in you, and Samantha believes in you. Josh does too, Jordan, Craig Harvey, Chad Milner. We all believe in you. And can you raise the bar? Can you fight for what you wanted in the first place? It's always been there. Don't stop fighting for it. We need you. Let's go.